question I had in terms of what other tools do you have that you can use with families who are going through this mental health crisis, to help the mental well-being.
Well, I think that one thing that Yellow Brick Road does very well, in that we have such a diverse workforce, and our staff all kind of have different strengths and different tools to be able to bring, because whenever we get in a referral and we discuss it in the staff meetings and they assign us, okay, who would be the best fit for this. So when your referral came in, I was like, hey, I reckon I've probably got some tools to be able to help this family. So focusing on things like like I said, meditation and mindfulness, cool, they work great for some people. We really do try to tailor things as much as we can to the family, rather than making our approach like, okay, cool, we have this set routine of things that we're going to do these things, and if they don't work, then tough luck. It's like, no, we really try to tailor it to be like, okay, is this working for you? Cool, let's focus a bit more on that. Is this working for you? It's not? Cool, let's try something else. And bringing in other workers if we have to. I mean, with the men's group, for example, having Mark there as well, rather than just myself, being able to draw on some of his strengths is a really useful thing. Having all of the mindfulness and the opportunity to talk, we really do try our best to meet the needs of the family.
And I think a lot of families that come to us haven't necessarily felt heard by a lot of services. There hasn't been a chance for them to share their story and to talk about how things have been for them. And the experience of being able to meet with a support worker and talk through what's going on can be so valuable. It's like problem solving with someone who's got a few more extra tools. And you can check back in the next week and go, oh, well, that didn't work, but let's try this one. And just having that actual support of someone who's really there for you to help you get through it, rather than just solely focused on your loved one, can be really validating.
I think that a huge thing as well is people realistically, they know how to look after themselves, but when they go through that kind of crisis period, they forget, because they do put those blinders on, they go into sprint mode, they try to get things done, and just things go by the wayside. So us coming in and being like, actually, no, remember the things that the things that you used to enjoy, bringing those things back and looking after yourself is a bit more. There's a bit of a reminder there as well.
And if we pull on top of that, anxiety, feelings of guilt, all of those things, you may know the skills like Crystal says, but they don't come out naturally in a time of crisis.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think there was something that kind of you went through as, especially with the Stepping Out for Women program that we offer, was quite a few things that you kind of already knew, but you had just forgotten, and you just needed a bit of reminding.
I do, yeah. Stepping out for women.
Yeah,
stepping out for women. So that was a big help to me, being with some other. It was generally mums in similar situations, not exactly the same, but in similar, and just reminding us to take care of ourselves, which I think for mums especially, like when children come along, you tend to pour your whole life into the family, and having that group of mums that we were all feeling the same sort of feelings, going through similar situations, and just help support each other as well with the support of Yellow Brick Road. And again, it wasn't just a one-off, it was several weeks, and we were encouraged to keep in contact and help each other, which we still do. Still meet up and talk about things, which is great.
Because it can be very isolating to go through when you've got someone who you love who is unwell and possibly doing things that are really hard to talk to your friends and family about.
That's it. Yeah, there's a lot of, again, it's guilt about feeling uncomfortable around other people don't understand if you've not been through it yourself, it's quite easy to be judgmental about these things and think, well, if I was in that situation, I'd do something differently. But until you're in there, and other people that have been in that, or other people that understand, I think, what it's like.
And I think especially for you guys as well, it was even more isolating because, you know, not having any family here, I think made things it was a bit difficult for you guys with that.
I don't think we felt comfortable sort of putting our friends in the situation where they had to deal with with things that were happening. So we did to a certain extent shut ourselves off from friends. We haven't had anybody to the house in a long time, have we? So things like that, definitely isolating. No family in New Zealand, and then sort of keeping friends at arm's length because our daughter couldn't cope with people coming to the house, and we were worried what could happen if people came to the house. So
So it was nice that, you know, we were able to offer not only the stepping up woman for you, Kath, but then Matt, I mean, the men's group.
Yeah,